Aries, something ancient is waking up. Between December 3rd and 5th, 2025, a cosmic pattern that last appeared 800 years ago is aligning again. And this time, it is targeting you. If you've been feeling restless, if your emotions have been unpredictable, if your intuition is suddenly louder, if you sense that a massive shift is coming, it's not your imagination. It's the prophecy returning. For Aries, this 800-year cycle triggers identity transformation, destiny realignment, and the rise of your true soul purpose. These next 3 days are not just dates on a calendar. They're a spiritual checkpoint that will rewrite your future. Stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to reveal will explain the signs you're already feeling and the doorway that's about to open for you. Fright. Something ancient is moving toward you, and it is vastly bigger than anything you have felt this year. Between December 3rd and 5th, 2025, the universe is recreating a cosmic pattern that last appeared nearly 800 years ago. This is not merely astrology. This is the return of a prophecy cycle, a cycle that affects only the most spiritually charged signs first, and Aries stands at the front of that line. Why? Because Aries is the initiator of the zodiac, the first flame, the spark of new creation, the sign that begins timelines instead of waiting for them. Whenever the universe wants to trigger a new era, it calls on Aries to ignite the shift. And now, an 800-year pattern is opening again, and your soul is the one being activated. This is not a normal transit. It's a soul rewriting event. Most astrological transits create temporary emotional waves, minor realignments, or small shifts in behaviour. But what's happening on December 3rd to 5th operates on a completely different scale. This is a cosmic alignment that hasn't been active since the medieval period. A time marked by global transformation, spiritual rebellion, and the collapse of outdated systems. Astrologers refer to this rare pattern as a prophecy return, a moment where an ancient energetic code reawakens and updates the destiny of the signs most sensitive to cosmic direction. This time, Aries receives the first impact, and that impact will ripple through your identity, your purpose, and your inner fire. Mars crosses a karmic gateway for the first time in 800 years. Your ruling planet, Mars, is doing something extraordinary. It is crossing a karmic gateway, an energetic intersection that has remained untouched for 8 centuries. Whenever Mars interacts with this gateway, the universe presses the reset button for Aries. This gateway doesn't simply influence your mood or your thoughts, it reconstructs your soul timeline. Between December 3rd to 5th, this prophecy activation triggers 5 powerful transformations. Your old identity begins to collapse. Parts of you that were built from fear, pressure, people-pleasing, or past wounds begin dissolving. You are no longer willing to live as the smaller version of yourself. Your dormant gifts rise to the surface. Talents you ignored, passions you suppressed, and strengths you forgot suddenly reawaken like ancient weapons being reforged. Your path shifts toward your true purpose. You may feel drawn towards something new, something more aligned, more powerful, more spiritually correct for your future. Your energy syncs with your destiny timeline. For the first time in years, your mind, heart, and spirit begin aligning toward the same direction. A long-awaited breakthrough begins forming, something you have been waiting for. Clarity, opportunity, closure, healing, or freedom begins to materialize. This is not coincidence. This is the prophecy activating. Your soul recognizes what your mind can't explain. As this ancient pattern reawakens, Aries begins feeling signs that are subtle but impossible to ignore. Sudden clarity that cuts through confusion like fire. A powerful rise in intuition. Dreams that feel like messages or warnings. emotional release without clear reasoning, bursts of fearless courage, a craving for dramatic life change, the inner knowing that I can't stay the same anymore. These aren't mood swings, they are soul echoes reacting to the prophecy. Your spirit has lived this cycle before, hundreds of years ago. Now it remembers. The Aries signature. Initiation. You were born for moments like this. Your spiritual blueprint holds the energy of beginnings, courage, fire, activation, independence, breakthroughs, leadership. And this prophecy is specifically coded to ignite those qualities. In fact, the universe uses Aries as the match that lights the collective transformation. When Aries shifts, other signs follow. You're not just transforming yourself, you're triggering a chain reaction. How December 3rd to 5th impacts your life areas. This prophecy window restructures the pillars of your existence. Over these 3 days, you may notice shifts in your confidence. You stop apologizing for your fire. A new self-belief rises, not from ego, but from truth. Your relationships, you begin seeing who strengthens your spirit and who drains it. Emotional alignment becomes more important than superficial bonds. Your mission. You feel pulled toward a direction that feels divinely timed. Something meaningful, bigger, richer with purpose. Your power, your sharpen. Your voice strengthens. Your energy becomes magnetic. Your financial path. Money becomes less about effort and more about alignment. New opportunities begin forming from authenticity, not struggle. Your future identity. You begin stepping into the version of yourself you always sense deep inside, the one you are meant to become. The universe is not subtle anymore. Between December 3rd and 5th, the universe begins pushing you, not gently, but firmly, toward alignment. Anything that cannot accompany you into your next chapter collapses, cracks, fades, or becomes too heavy to ignore. This is not destruction, it's preparation. Aries, everything you're feeling now is the spiritual equivalent of a doorway unlocking. The old timeline is dissolving, the new timeline is rising. These 3 days mark the moment your rebirth begins. The prophecy isn't approaching. It has arrived, Aries. You are stepping into a sacred cycle that your soul has waited centuries to experience. This prophecy is not distant, it's not symbolic, it's not theoretical, it's already here, and its energy will move through your life in ways more powerful, more undeniable, and more transformative than anything you've experienced before, Aries, as the 800-year prophecy activates between December 3rd and 5th. You will feel the shift not only emotionally or spiritually, but physically, mentally, energetically, and even in your environment. This window acts like a cosmic tuning fork, resetting your vibration and realigning your soul. Many Aries will experience sensations they cannot logically explain, because this prophecy works through frequency first. It touches your energy long before your reality catches up. Below are the 6 major signs Aries will feel as this ancient pattern awakens inside you. 1. Emotional heat rising. The first and strongest sensation is an internal heat, an emotional ignition. This is not anger and not excitement. It's something deeper. It's Mars stirring your inner fire, pulling old emotions to the surface so they can be released. You may experience sudden waves of sadness or joy, old memories resurfacing, frustration from past stagnation, moments of intense inspiration, rapid emotional shifts that come and go. These emotions are not regression. They're cleansing. It's like your soul is emptying the energy that no longer matches who you are becoming. When emotional heat rises, you are not losing control. You are regaining your power. 2. Impatient but inspired. Aries already has a natural sense of urgency, but during this prophecy window, it becomes spiritual urgency. You'll feel a powerful desire to move forward, a refusal to tolerate delays, a need to make bold decisions, the sense that time is running out, a push to finally choose yourself. This impatience isn't restlessness, it's alignment. Your soul sees the timeline ahead and knows you can no longer stay where you've been. The prophecy wakes up your fire, your initiative, and your courage. You're not being reckless, you're being redirected. 3. A strange distance from old patterns. One of the clearest signs the old timeline is dissolving is the feeling of detachment. Suddenly, habits, people, routines, and environments that once felt familiar will feel foreign. It's not that you dislike them. You no longer resonate with them. You may notice conversations feel repetitive, old friends feel energetically distant, behaviours you once tolerated now drain you, certain activities feel meaningless, the desire to break outdated patterns. This is your spirit pulling you away from what cannot follow you into your next chapter. It is a gentle but undeniable emotional separation from your past self. 4. A need for freedom. Aries thrives in open space, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. During December 3rd to 5th, you will feel confined by anything that restricts your growth. You may feel trapped in old expectations, suffocated by routine, pressured by responsibilities, frustrated with limits placed on you, ready to say no more to obligations that don't feed your soul. This desire for freedom is not rebellion, it's elevation. Your soul is trying to move you toward a life that feels authentic, aligned, and alive. The prophecy brings an internal rebellion against anything that dims your fire. 5. Heightened spiritual sensitivity. Aries is rarely associated with sixth sense energy, but during this portal, your intuition skyrockets. You may notice seeing repeating numbers, sensing messages from dreams, feeling signs before they appear, hearing your inner voice more clearly, synchronicities happening back to back, an unexplainable knowing of what's coming. It may shock you, but Aries' intuition becomes razor sharp during prophecy cycles. Your inner guidance becomes louder, clearer, and more assertive than ever before. The universe is tuning your frequency so you can recognize the path meant for you. 6. Unexplainable physical shifts. Your body always reacts when your timeline changes. Between December 3rd to 5th, Aries may experience warmth expanding through the chest, tingling in the hands or shoulders, pressure at the forehead or crown, sudden fatigue followed by bursts of energy, chills or emotional waves out of nowhere, dreams that feel more like instructions, heightened sensitivity to sound, or light body temperature fluctuations. These sensations are energetic rewiring. Your aura is adjusting to a new vibration, your nervous system is releasing tension, and your spiritual field is updating. Nothing is wrong. Everything is transforming. What this shift is doing to you. This prophecy window has one mission: to realign you with who you are meant to become. The energy of December 3rd to 5th is removing density and awakening clarity so you can rise into your next timeline. This shift is designed to pull you away from draining influences, close chapters you've spiritually outgrown, expose truths you didn't want to admit, strengthen your voice and courage, awaken your leadership energy, align you with opportunities meant for you. You may experience sudden endings, rapid clarity, unexpected opportunities, conversations that reveal hidden truths, emotional realizations that feel like downloads, decisions you can't postpone anymore. This is not chaos, this is precision. This is the universe clearing your path so the prophecy can unfold exactly as it is meant to. You are being positioned, not punished, Aries. These symptoms aren't signs that something is wrong. They are signs that something is finally going right. The universe is not hurting you. The universe is preparing you. You are not being tested. You are being activated. Your energy is not breaking, it is breaking through. Between December 3rd to 5th, the prophecy rewrites the script of your life so you can evolve into the version of yourself you were destined to become. The fire you feel now is not destruction, it is rebirth. Aries. The prophecy window of December 3rd to 5th, 2025 is not just an energy surge, it is a destiny recalibration. This is where your timeline bends, old chapters collapse, and a new version of you begins to take shape. For Aries, these 3 days act like a spiritual reset button that sets into motion the next 6 months of your life. The changes that begin now are not temporary, they are foundational. They restructure the way you see yourself, the way you move, and the way the universe interacts with you. Below are the 4 major destiny shifts that this prophecy awakens inside you. 1. A new identity begins to form. The first and most dramatic shift happens inside your identity, who you believed yourself to be, the personality shaped by past hurt, expectations, responsibility, pressure, or survival, begins dissolving. It's not that you are becoming someone else, it's that you're finally becoming who you were always meant to be. During this prophecy window, you may feel a sudden loss of interest in old patterns, a craving for authenticity, a desire to speak your truth without fear, a pull away from anything that dims your fire, the urge to stop performing for others, the courage to choose yourself. Your inner world rearranges itself, your priorities shift, your emotional compass recalibrates. Aries, the universe is stripping away the layers that were created from pain, obligation, or self-doubt. It is burning away the version of you that lived on autopilot so the powerful, intuitive, unstoppable version of you can rise. This identity rebirth is not gentle. It's undeniable. You'll wake up one morning and realize, I don't want the same life anymore. That realization is the exact moment your new identity activates. 2. A new mission begins calling you. For weeks, maybe months, you may have felt lost, uncertain, waiting for clarity that never arrived. But December 3rd to 5th cuts through that fog like a blade of cosmic truth. Your mission begins speaking to you. You'll begin sensing what your soul is hungry for, which direction feels aligned, what you can no longer tolerate, what resonates with your spirit, what path feels divinely timed, what kind of future actually excites you. A new calling begins forming, not from logic but from intuition. You may suddenly feel pulled toward a new career path, a creative vision, a spiritual purpose, a leadership role, a new environment, a relationship that aligns with your higher self. Even if the details aren't clear yet, the direction becomes impossible to ignore. You're not confused anymore. You're transitioning. Aries, this prophecy marks the moment you stop walking someone else's path and begin following your soul's true direction. 3. Karmic breakthroughs. One of the most powerful elements of the 800-year prophecy is karmic closure. Between December 3rd to 5th, the universe sweeps through your energetic field, removing old patterns that have quietly held you back for years, even decades. You may experience release from emotional cycles that always returned closure, from connections that drained you, sudden truth that breaks old illusions, spiritual insights that change your perspective, inner peace replacing old resistance, a sense of relief that feels like destiny clearing space for you. These karmic shifts can feel like a door closing for good, a weight lifting, finally, a clarity arriving, unmistakably. You may find yourself saying, "Why didn't I see this sooner?" Or, "I can't believe I tolerated that for so long." This is not regret, it is liberation. This prophecy doesn't want you struggling in old cycles anymore. It wants you rising, unburdened, unblocked, unchained. Aries, you are being freed from patterns that were meant to end long ago. 4. a financial or purpose-based shift. Aries enters a timeline of expansion, success, and alignment. During and after this prophecy window, you begin to notice new income streams, opportunities arriving unexpectedly, passion turning into purpose, purpose turning into prosperity, people supporting your growth, partnerships forming with perfect timing, leadership doors, opening visibility, increasing creative ideas turning into actual pathways. The universe activates your leader frequency, the part of you that inspires, initiates, and transforms. Your ability to create, influence, and build becomes stronger. You may feel more confident asking for what you're worth, less afraid to take risks, more magnetically attractive to opportunities, more aligned with abundance, more supported by divine timing. This is not luck. This is alignment. The prophecy places Aries on a path where your passion, power, and purpose merge into one unstoppable forward motion. The final shock, the prophetic trigger moment. During December 3rd to 5th, something unexpected may occur, not to break you, but to awaken you. It could be a message, a realization, a conversation, an ending, a sudden insight, a change of heart, a truth revealed, an emotional breakthrough, a sign you can't ignore. This moment will act like a spiritual ignition switch. It forces you to admit, I can't keep living the old way. That one realization is what launches you into your new timeline. Aries, the universe is not taking anything from you during this window. It is giving you back the parts of yourself you forgot. This is the beginning of your rise, the chapter your spirit has been preparing for all year. December 3rd to 5th is not the end. It is the beginning you were destined to reach, Aries. The prophecy returning between December 3rd to 5th, 2025, is not something you need to fight, control, or chase. Destiny is already unfolding around you. But there are certain spiritual actions that allow you to align with this energy, anchor the shift, and receive the full transformation the universe wants to give you. You do not activate the prophecy with effort. You activate it with alignment. Below are the 4 essential actions Aries must take during this 3-day window. Each step opens a doorway, clears an energetic block, or rewires your frequency so you can rise into your new timeline. 1. Enter 3 minutes of pure stillness. This is the most important step. Stillness is not emptiness. It is a spiritual reset button. Sit quietly for 3 minutes. No scrolling, no notifications, no distractions, just your breath, your awareness, and the energy moving through you. During these 3 minutes, your intuition sharpens your aura, stabilizes your energy, field resets, your spirit becomes receptive, your inner voice becomes clearer. Stillness opens the prophetic channel, the pathway where messages, guidance, and clarity flow effortlessly. Aries often moves so fast that spiritual signals get overshadowed by action. But during December 3rd to 5th, the universe needs your presence, not your speed. In stillness, you will feel the old timeline slipping away, the new timeline becoming more visible, your purpose whispering to you, your heart preparing for expansion, your spirit grounding into truth. This simple 3-minute ritual creates the energetic doorway for everything else to unfold. 2. Release one energetic weight. The prophecy cannot enter a crowded inner world. To activate your new timeline, you must let go of one thing that does not belong in the future you're stepping into. Choose one of the following: a fear, a habit, a draining connection, an emotional wound, a regret, a resentment, a belief that limits you, a cycle that repeats a guilt. You've been holding a memory that still controls you. It does not have to be dramatic, it just has to be intentional. This release is symbolic and energetic. When you let go of one weight, you create space for the universe to bring in something new. Clarity, opportunity, strength, purpose, love, or success. Think of it like clearing a single stone from a path. It won't move the entire mountain, but it will open the first passageway. And once the shift begins, the momentum builds naturally. Ask yourself, what is the one thing I refuse to carry into my new timeline? When you answer honestly, you unlock the prophecy's flow. 3. Speak your intention. Out loud, words are not just sounds, they are energetic commands. During this prophecy window, when you speak something out loud, you activate a signal that the universe immediately responds to. Your voice holds creative fire. It shapes timelines, attracts opportunities, and alters energetic patterns. Say one or more of the following. Universe, I am ready for my destiny. I am stepping into my highest timeline. I release what is not aligned with my future. I am ready for change. I choose my next chapter with clarity and courage. I accept the path that is meant for me. Speaking your intention out loud opens the prophecy field, sends a frequency imprint into the universe, declares your readiness, aligns your heart with your path, pulls your destiny closer, activates your Aries fire in the spiritual realm. Aries, your voice is your spell. Your intention is your ignition. Your declaration is your doorway. 4. Take one brave action. Aries does not shift through thinking. Aries shifts through action. Your destiny responds to motion, not contemplation. You do not need to take 10 steps. You do not need a plan. You only need one brave action between December 3rd and 5th. Choose a single step, such as send the message you've been delaying, apply for the opportunity, end the pattern that drains you, start the project you feel called to build, speak a truth you've avoided, choose the path that scares you, walk away from something that's over. Take the first step toward a dream, release someone, energetically make a decision that aligns with your future. This action may be small, but spiritually, it is enormous. Aries unlocks its destiny through boldness. When you take action during this prophecy window, the universe multiplies its impact. A single step can initiate a 6-month transformation. This is not about perfection. It's about alignment. It's about showing the universe, I am ready. And the universe responds instantly why these 4 actions matter. When you combine stillness, release, intention, and action, you create the exact energetic formula the prophecy needs to anchor into your reality. These 4 steps stabilize your aura, align your timeline, open your intuition, free your spirit, elevate your vibration signal, the universe accelerate your transformation, activate your destiny. You are not forcing the prophecy, you are cooperating with it. These steps remove resistance and allow the 800-year cycle to flow through you without obstruction. Aries, when you complete these 4 rituals between December 3rd and 5th, you accelerate your awakening and step fully into the destiny that has been waiting for you for months, maybe years. This is your moment. This is your turning point. This is your alignment. The prophecy is open. Your timeline is shifting. Your transformation has already begun, Aries. December 3rd to 5th, 2025 is not just a spiritual window. It is a rebirth. The 800-year prophecy returned for a reason, not to overwhelm you, not to confuse you, not to break you, but to awaken you, your courage, your fire, your purpose, your destiny. All of it is rising now. The signs you've been feeling aren't accidents, they're invitations. The universe has chosen this moment to pull you out of the old timeline and into the life you were born to live. This is your shift, your turning point, your awakening, your new chapter. If you're watching this, you're not here by chance. You're here because your soul is ready. So trust the signs, follow the intuition, listen to the pull inside your spirit, because Aries, your destiny is changing, your story is being rewritten, and the most powerful chapter of your life begins right now.